have this piece of wood from the Dollar Tree, and I sanded it. Now you might hear my grandbaby out here because he's here, and I'm just giving this a light dusting with some, oh, that might not be so light, but DIY chalk paint, okay? And I want it to have some of the wood showing, and I might sand it back down again. I'm not sure. I am making a wedding gift for a couple in our church that are getting married tomorrow. So, yeah. So, I just wanted to make them a little something, something. And I'm going to show you how I use my Xtool today. Okay? I'll show you the best I can. I'm not quite used to it, but I'll show you what I do anyway. So, yeah. So, we'll do that. Now, I'm just spreading this out, trying to go over the ends and not leave brush strokes. And that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to do the sides too, okay? So I got this and I sanded it and got all the chalk, because when you make homemade chalk paint, to me it's chalkier. Well, at least mine is. Mine is. I like it thick. So anyways, I sanded it down and kind of got it, you know, kind of whitewash looking. And this is the look I was wanting. And now we are going to go over to my computer to show you how I do the design. So on this, you can do your text over here, and when you click the text box, which you cannot see, you go over here and it automatically always says hello. You go over here and you take it out and you put what you want in there. Now I will tell you, when you write your word out, you cannot adjust this except just by doing this, okay? You can change your fonts over here. This is the font I had, but to make it bigger, you have to click this unlock up here, and then you can stretch it this way, or you can stretch it this way, okay? So, my design I wanted, I will find it and show you. I'm clicking image. There's an image tab over here. You can't see it, but it's over there. And then mine are on my desktop. And I'm going to go down to my SGV files. And the one I want is hearts, but I'll have to find it. Just give me a minute to find it. You have to find what you need in your files. And this program is the Xtool program, and SVGs go in this better than anything. And I have Silhouette Cameo Business Edition, so I can make my own SVGs if I need to, or save my designs as an SVG and then import them into this. It's easier to do it that way, which is what I done. But you can come over here and get your design. Mine is called Mr. and Mrs. You just click it and open, and it'll put it right in here. And I'm pretty sure I got this for free on design bundles. It is ungrouped. I'm bringing this down. I'm going to get this dot and bring it down. Okay, leaving this like it is. And then I will bring Wolf up here. I'm going to size it like I need it. I want these together, so I'm going to group that. Oh, darn it. I did that earlier. I already have this design made. I want to catch those little dots, and I'm going to group that. So now I can move this anywhere. Okay? And then I am just going to add text again. Oops. It's up here. bring it down. I will delete this one because I didn't know it was up there. I'm used to my Silhouette program, y'all. Seriously. Change it to the font, and then you go up here and highlight hello and write what you want, which will be 02 03 2023. And then there's the date. And then from there, you can size, unlock if you want to stretch without it all being done. Now I'll highlight the whole thing, okay? And I'm going to click align. I think it's horizontal. Yep, horizontal, not horizontal. Horizontal alignment. Now it's all lined. So then I highlight it, group it all, and I'm going over to the side here and I'm going to be engraving this, which colors it in. Now I can take the whole thing and size it the way I need it, okay? So here is my design. Sorry y'all didn't see that. It was a lot of hassle, but you play with this and just insert your shapes and your SVGs and put them together and move them around, and then just highlight everything and then group or ungroup right here, and then you'll end up with your design. Most SVGs are put together already, but I am making this personalized, so I had to add the name and the date and all that and yada yada, you know. Now all I'm going to do is measure my board, and then I will stretch this according to my board. So my board is 5.5 by 11, so I want this 5 by 10.5. So I'm going to highlight it, then I'm going to go up here and unlock, and I want it, oh, sorry about that. I don't know what in the world my printer's doing here. Okay, so I want it 10.500, and that will do that. And then I want it by 5.000. And it barely moved, but it moved enough to fit right where I want it on my board. Now from here, I am going to go over here, and you have options. We're using pine plywood, and I'm going to use their settings, except I'm going to up my power just a little because I want it dark. I don't want it so light, so I want it darker. So I'm going to click User Define Parameters. And I'm going to go up to 90. Okay? And then I'm going to leave everything the way it is, and then you click, well, you have to connect your device, and all I got to do is turn mine on. It's already plugged in. You'll hear it, and it should pop up right here when it senses, because it's on Wi-Fi. So now all I got to do is process. Now when I hit process, it's going to bring you to this screen. And then I click over here in these dots. I click the middle because I want mine to center in the middle of my thing. And then you click framing. Now this will allow you to frame it. Now this is my setup. Now don't laugh, y'all. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? You're not supposed to breathe these fumes. So I have the ComGrow, I think that's how you say it, thing. There's my little Xtool, and I have a Dollar Tree ruler mounted in there, one of those squares, okay, on my honeycomb board, which is lined up with lines on tiles, okay? I'm trying to show y'all exactly what I am doing. I know I'm moving you around a lot, and I'm sorry, but anyways, I got this enclosed, and then this case comes with a hole on the side here. Where am I? A hole on the side here, and I have put my ventilation system, and you have to run it out because I'm doing this in my house. My trees are beautiful with ice. I mean, it wasn't enjoyable while it was here, but it's melting. But anyways, I just took a tri-fold poster board and cut 3 or 4 pieces, glued them together, cut my, I think it's a 4-inch hole, and then I put Dollar Tree, it is caulking around the outside to hold that in, and so fumes don't come back in, and then you just shut your window on it. Now, if you want to be technical and more neat, you can buy air conditioner window things that go in your window, and then I have my Xtool air assist, and then this makes my fumes go out, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to peel this back, and you never want to do any of this without glasses, okay? Now I'm going to align my wood piece in here, and I'll show you how I done that when I get it in there. Now I guess I am very primitive in the way I do things, but these little T things I made to hold down are too high, and then my Xtool thing hits it. So anyways, this moves, okay, before you got it started. Now your X will be to the side, so you line your X up with this. Sometimes I have to have a flashlight to see it, but because there's not a lot of light here, but I tape this down so I know that this is flush against this, and it's all straight. See what I'm saying? That's how I get straight, y'all. And then I put a dot in the center, small dot, and that's where I'm going to line up the middle of my crosshairs, okay? But before you line this up, you want to put it in the middle, and there's a little kickstand over here. You put that down, and then you undo this. When you get it, you'll know. This makes this go up and down. I can barely do it with one hand. But while your kickstand's down, you go ahead and set it back. Some of these are different. This is the way mine is. And then you bring your kickstand up, okay? And that lines your laser with the right height of your little doodad. So then all you have to do is center that T up right there where your dot is, okay? Once you have your little framing thing up here, you can now go over here, and this is blinking blue, and you push this button and it will not fire, it will move. Now that's where it's going to cut, and it's going right where I need it to go. So then you're going to go over here and push framing completed, and then you go up to the top here and you push start. At that point it will process, and when that's done processing, this light over here will not be blue anymore, it will be green, and that means it's ready to go. At that point you cannot look at it with a bare eye, you will go blind. It'll burn your eyes. So at this point you have to put on your gorgeous glasses. My light is green, which means it's ready to go. I'm going to fold this over, and it is a form of eye protection, but I don't trust it. I like my eyes. And zip this up. And I'm going to go over here and flip a switch and turn my air assist and my exhaust on. So now I'm just going to sneak my hand in here, and I'm going to push the button and zip it up. And if you can see that, I don't know if you can see it, there it goes. And it's going to take about 45 to 50 minutes to do my design. Okay, so we are done, and it looks like this, and then all you have to do is just push this back and get your stuff off, and then I'll wipe it down, because you see there's like soot marks a little bit, and I'll just wipe it with a magic eraser. I don't even think I have to wet it. I'll let you know, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. Okay, I got these beads in my stash. I'm pretty sure they came from Dollar Tree, but I'm really not sure. But I think that's where they came from. But anyway, they match this perfect, so I'm going to use them. So I'm just going to take a little bit of hot glue and put on here to make this where lick your fingers so it don't burn as bad. And then twist so I can get these in the holes. Now let me clean up my finger. Shoot. Alright, now. They should just slip right through the holes. These are big holes on these beads. Like I said, I think I got them from Dollar Tree. But I'm not sure. But I'm just going to string a few on here. Okay? Y'all don't need to see me stringing beads. I'm sure that you know how to poke string through a bead. Okay? So I got, I think, 7 on each side. And then I'm going to tie a knot in this one. This is thick jute. I got it from Walmart where the jewelry is or where the florals are. I'm not sure which. When you get this old, you don't remember stuff anymore. Just kidding. No, seriously. You don't. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's even. So I'm going to cut this one off. Just wanted to make sure. And then I'm going to tie my knot in here. Now I don't want it real big, you know, sticking up, whatever. So I'm going to flip this over. And I didn't worry about painting this because it's going to be against the wall and you can't see it. So I'm going to put one dab of glue right here. And I'm going to put the dot right there. And then I'm going to do the same over here. About the same. Make sure you have the same distance. My finger is the same. Alright, and then I'm just going to take a stapler when my glue dries. Not that way. I always do this thing backwards. It's you'd think it'd be this way, but it's not. It goes this way, see? And so when this dries, I'm just simply going to go from the back side here and put a couple staples in. And now I'll just make sure it's not going to go nowhere. This is the easiest stapler I have ever seen. I love it. Okay, I want them in the middle. And these will stay where you put them. If you want to, you can make your design smaller if you do this. You can also do these with vinyl if you have a cutting machine. And then wrap twine, thinner twine around the edges. That would be cute. But anyways, this is just how I did mine. So here's what it looks like hanging up. And this is the first video with my Xtool. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, you are a blessing. Goodbye.